the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Dolphins going up against the Vikings. With that, let's get up to Minneapolis as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Time to feature the offensive starters. And our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of it,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Robinson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
On 1st down, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Linval Joseph is in a hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Sharif Floyd coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And some room to maneuver. And he's slides to avoid the hit. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Tannehill on third down. And caught by Cameron right side. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5".
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. This from 36 yards out. And this is not even going to get there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he's brought down. And for Adrian Peterson, the Vikings have yet to put him out there in the preseason, but that's not banner news. He hasn't recorded a stat in the last 5 preseasons.
And why should he? He's proven what he does in the regular season works just fine. They don't need him to have that type of a preseason. All he's going to work on, ball security drills off on the side. Don't worry about playing him during the games.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Bridgewater again. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal.
Normally, he's pretty reliable and usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Tannehill. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. 2nd down, Bridgewater. The right's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And here's a first NFL catch for Laquan Treadwell. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing, Bridgewater, and he's able to find Diggs. And Charles Diggs looked pretty good week 3 of the preseason. All 5 targets that came his way, he caught them for 71 yards.
He was known as a steal last year because they got him later in the draft. Now he's just one of their better.
Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater on first down. Wright's got it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Bridgewater. Complete to Wright. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Bridgewater again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Fresh set of downs here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. The left side caught by Diggs. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Let's go.
On second down, Peterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Bridgewater now. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They had the lead at intermission, not by much, but they had it, just lost it. Now they're looking to regain it.
And they don't have to get it back in one fell swoop. That's the beauty of this. Still plenty of time left to play. Just because they lost the lead doesn't mean they can't get it back, run their offense, run the things that they believe work well for them, and they've still got a chance to win this game.
Still plenty of time. We'll see how they handle it. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flush to his right. And caught by Cameron right side. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Well, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stops at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, such a close game, a very big one. And this is caught. He hits Landry. That one good for 14 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly. And
the seemingly endless drive continues. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Tannehill, he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jordan Cameron, a 9-yard touchdown grab. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Bridgewater to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Culliver. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bridgewater. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Bridgewater to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Second down now after the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Bridgewater. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss